Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Reading in English, this is essential skill that can help you to boost your vocabulary, to understand these interesting connections between the English words, and actually understand the whole culture of English language between the lines. Unfortunately, a lot of people think that reading this is too hard because they cannot understand the main point because of these new words, they cannot understand the plot because of this hard structure of the sentence, and they actually stop to improve this skill and just think that this is too hard. I can understand you like nobody else because I had the same problem. While I started to learn English, I could understand English texts, but in this video I want to help you to overcome this problem, and I hope that by the end of this video you'll realize that reading is not as hard as you thought. So continue watching this video and watch this video up to the very end. Let's start from the most important task, choosing the right book. The right book for your level of English. I want to share my personal story. When I started to learn English, I wanted to read Sherlock Holmes, books about Sherlock Holmes, Arthur Conan Doyle, because I really like this story and I read almost all of them in my native language, so I decided to switch to English and read all of them in English language. But the complexity of these books is not for someone who just started to learn English. I'm sure about that. But I didn't realize that when I started to learn English, and I felt really bad about that because I couldn't understand the plot, I couldn't understand a lot of words. That's why I just thought that I am a bad reader and I should stop reading at all. Of course, it was a big and stupid mistake that I realized recently, so the main task for you as for future reader in English, this is choosing the right book that is suitable for your level of English. Of course, some decades ago it was so hard to choose the right book, especially for your level of English, but for now this is so easy. Just go to these websites and choose the book that is suitable for your level. What is my favorite feature of this site is that you can actually find some classic books that are really abstruse in some way, and you can find these books in the lower level of English, like for B1, B2 level of English, because these books were rewritten in the easier way for people who are not so great in English language, and this is amazing because the first book that you read in English is really important and exerts a huge impact on your future attitudes toward the reading process, and this is really important. It has something to do with our psychology. If we did something, we didn't like it, we wouldn't do that again, we wouldn't like to do that again, right? So choose the right book that is suitable for your level of English. I remember that the first book that I read in English and that I was really passionate about, this was A Doll's House. This book is amazing, and the most important is that it was so easy for me to read and understand the whole story. So I really appreciate that I found this book and I read it. So please go to this website, choose the book that is interesting for you, that is suitable for you. The next tip is for the situation when you come across the new vocabulary. And here my personal tip. While you come across the new word, try to immediately find the meaning of this word or translation of this word, because some people advise us to, choose the words that you don't know, write them on the piece of the paper separately, and then after you finish the book, you can open the dictionary and check out each and every word. It is cool, but it didn't work for me because the most important thing because I suppose that the most important thing is to actually see how this word plays in the context, to not only see the word, the meaning, the transcription, but see how this word looks like in the context. Because while you have the word in the context, you can easier to remember it, because you remember not only the word but the situation when you found this word. So try to immediately check out each and every word. Of course, you can somehow point this word so that after you finish the book you can come back and repeat this word. The next tip is for someone who is trying to improve the speaking skills, and I suppose that this is the majority of people who watch this video. Read out loud. I understand it is not always possible, especially if someone is in front of you, but this activity can drastically change your speaking skills, because while you are reading out loud, you try to pronounce each and every word, each and every sound correctly, and this way you can like work with your mistakes and things like that. Because I remember that when I tried to try these methods, reading out loud, I also tried to record myself and then listen to it, understand what sounds I did wrong, what sounds I did perfect, in order to understand what I should pay my attention to. Okay, so that's really important advice. Don't avoid it and read out loud when it's possible. This tip is for someone who can easily lose the focus while reading process. And actually guys, it's me. I can easily just stop paying my attention at the story. Easily. I just thought about something, that I just digress from the topic with my thoughts, and I just think about one thing and read about another thing, and I don't know, seems like I'm reading something but I didn't think about what I'm reading actually. So advice for this kind of people: while you are reading something, try to explain everything that you've just read. Like, you gone through the page, try to explain stuff that you've read. Not superficial, especially if we are reading some scientific book with the formulas. It's not quite easy to explain like without the preparation. But if you are talking about, is a novel or just a story or horror, lots of types of the books, easily check yourself if you actually understood the concept of the story or not. This is an amazing activity because it helps you not only to not lose your focus, but also to check out if you actually understood the English story and if you actually perceived the main point of the story. So check out this advice and don't lose your focus. And my last tip for today, this is note-taking. Of course, note-taking, this is not for every type of the book because, romantic stories, horror stories, or just novels, note-taking in this context sounds strange, right? But if we are talking about scientific books or sometimes science fiction books, note-taking can be extremely helpful tool for you. Note-taking, again, can help you to understand if you actually understood the whole story, because while you are making the notes, you check the information, you go back to them sentences, and note-taking actually helps you to remember the information. Remember, the most important task for reading this is perceiving the information. English learning, this is cool, but actually your main goal is to get the information, to understand it, and to use it. So note-taking will be helpful not only in improving your English, but also getting the knowledge. Okay guys, that was everything for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Click the like button, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye!